All right, I'm back for BESTIA's ongoing coverage of IEM Dallas 2025. I'm here with Dumau, following Legacy's unfortunate elimination after a nail-biting series against 3D Max. So to start with that, incredibly close series, came down to the wire in every single map, but the Frenchmen ultimately came out ahead on Anubis. With the map being as close as it was, is there anything you can point to as being like key reasons or key rounds you lost that you think gave away the game today?
I would say some situations on Inferno, we we have the advantage to play, like retake on B or something like this. Some entries, most of the rounds, if every match, probably we won almost all entries, but we were getting the trades, and they were playing better these situations, and we were losing these rounds on retake B or having advantage. So I would say that we should work more on this when we have some advantage or some retake. And sometimes we were losing times because we were floating communication sometimes, and we would lose like some milliseconds. That was I could see that was important when we were playing during the rounds, and yeah, I felt more that on Inferno. Should I say Anubis or about Anubis or?
You can talk about Anubis if you want. I know that was kind of like all the maps were really close, but Anubis was where I think it really obviously came down to the wire.
Yeah, I felt this shoe we had out the control most of the time, so we knew where they're going. We had the tells, infos. We were getting info in some parts of the map, so we knew where they're going. On Anubis, I would say we did start very well. To be honest, I felt we were having the control of the game, and after it was 7-2, I guess, for us, and we thought they were half by. They started to play very in the pack, They started to pushing us in the pack, and we were getting like first kill. We were dying. Then they were going for trades. They didn't stop going for mid, for B, or trying to contact A every time. But and we started losing these rounds. So the half was 7-5, and in this side, I felt we played well, but they completely. On some equals, we could play better on economy, I felt. We lost much of economy, dying for ESP, Ansaico, and we were losing a lot of economy on that. And then we were going to exact something, we were getting shut down, and then we couldn't do nothing, and we were losing our economy. And yeah, I felt the game was very close, but I felt these details and some situations we could win. We got 2 entries on B one time, and we were 5v3. We could play more third side on B and win the round, but we were going back to clear something, and we lost all the time because we were playing slow, clearing slow. And yeah, I felt that these rounds we could win, we lost, and we were losing control of economy in the game. So I felt more that, and that's it.
On Anubis, you had a pretty strong individual performance, but overall, sort of a mixed series from you. Yeah. As we're heading into the second half of the year, how are you feeling with your own individual level? Are you satisfied with the way you're playing right now on Legacy?
I can say satisfied. I can't because I'm working very hard on what can I do, what the best I can do in my roles, and some maps is different the roles, so I have to understand that and play what is better for the team. And sometimes I got to find this balance where I should be aggressive now. Okay, we have more tells. They're going another way. Should push here and get more these timings. But I mean, it's very hard to find. So I think I should practice more, watch more games, and just keep my work because I feel soon I will get my best. But yeah, I mean, I will find every day. So we will find out. But I feel that I'm not in my best right now. About aim, I think it's normal for I'm getting better, but understanding of the game, I think every day I should keep trying to find more and more and more to understand more the game. And I think, to be honest, if you go for a boot camp or something, it will help a lot, because we are getting some details in ourselves, but when you play a tournament, when you go to play something, it's very different from the practice, and you got to understand more what's going on in the map, and it will help a lot to have decisions. Yeah.
Your team has spent a lot of time this year in North America because of your commitments to ESL Challenger League, but the main reason you decided to stick around in North America was obviously to try to get that pro league spot from ECL, as the team hasn't had a chance to really play that many LAN events this year, only playing Bucharest and now Dallas. So was it difficult for you guys to end up losing the lower bracket to Nouns? What do especially for a team that obviously doesn't really exist anymore? Was that frustrating for you guys? And what do you think went wrong against Nouns in ESL Challenger League?
Yeah. Against Naus, to be honest, it was very frustrating because we didn't expect. And of course, we push ourselves to understand the game. We play against each other a lot of times, so we kind of understand what to do and rewrite things. And I think against Naus, we had the control on Mirage, it was first map. And second, third map, we were losing control. Losing control, I mean, of information. We are not getting information, just sit tapping, and we couldn't win most of the rounds. And our reactions was slow, and we lost some rounds in the tails on Nuke, like people pushing through A main smoke as they were CT. T was wrapping, and we were getting time, like someone holding secret. Okay, I will hold A main, and then he was pushing already and killing two of us, and we were losing rounds. But I felt we were misunderstood each other in this point of reaction, or not just misunderstood each other, but the game, what the game needs. You need to wrap something, you need to react somewhere, take some space. So we were kind of failing on that. And yeah, I felt it was more individual part, But
yeah. So that commitment to staying in North America, you have spent a good amount of time in South America, but in recent, maybe last 2.5 months, you've been largely in North America. Do you think that's been a disadvantage for you compared to the other Brazilian teams that have to spend this amount of time, playing in North America?
Yeah, playing North America, we have this decision because of the Pro League, as you said. That was our goal, because we know that if you want a boot camp in Europe, we can't spend too much time on there because of money, And then we were trying to get the Pro League and get spots to play on Europe, because for me at least, Europe is the best spot right now, because the best players are there, the best teams are there, and you get much more usual to what's happening in the game when you're playing there. Reactions, you live much more situations where you don't live in some practices, So because there is a lot of teams there, so you can talk more, discuss more some things that you can improve. And of course, watching demos, we can do it, but it's just we just get the theory of that, not the truly practice, But we try to do it, and we found a lot of things watching demos together, something together. But I think if we go to Europe, we will get a much better step up, And I think not only as a team, but as individual, you need to do something here, because this is your part, because you understand what is going on in the other part of the map. So these little things together, we can improve and get much better,
Mm-hmm. While your run here at Dallas has unfortunately come to a close, there may be a chance of a redemption for the team coming up. We've heard a lot of discussion online about whether BESTIA, the Argentinian team, will be able to make the Austin major due to visa issues. Should they not be able to make the major, Legacy is going to be that team that's next up for a spot. They did actually just post this morning about how they're pretty sure they're not going to get the visas, as the deadline is sometime this week. Has Valve or Blast been in contact with Legacy at all to sort of start the process of making sure you guys are able to come to the major if BESTIA can't make it?
Yeah. Yes? What can I do? Say yes? Yes, we are.
There's a really chance to do it.
Yeah, there is a big chance that it will happen. It will happen. I mean, unfortunately, we couldn't win. We didn't play our best game, and it was very frustrating, because, to be honest, we felt we could do it like in 10 times. We could do 9 at least. But we had this confidence, we had everything, but we didn't play well. We were, like getting too anxious to win these rounds, and we didn't play our best. But after that, I think mentally it made us much more stronger. At least myself, what I can say now. But if the other guys were here, they would say the same, because you get more expectations and anything like that. So as you start to have these things, you just notice that that was not important, the expectations, but what we do here, what we do there, the game we play every day, and not all of these things, So I think mentally this is a very good thing, but yeah, it was tough, and now we have the chance to play again, and yeah, we'll try to prove that we deserve more,
And so it sounds like it's going to be more a yes than a no that Legacy will be heading to the major. With that in mind, before the team was planning to head into the summer player break earlier, you had no more tournaments until the player break, but now you're heading into the major. With this renewed sense of purpose in this half of the year, what are the priorities to make sure you go to the major and you do better than what we saw at Bucharest and what we've seen today at Dallas?
Yeah, going to the major is not only because it's the major, but having something in front of you that is close, so you wake up every day and you have this motivation, like you say. But of course, when we don't have, it was kind of tough, because I was waking up, okay, guys, there is Dallas, and that's it. And after, what can we do? Watch games again and everything again. So when you're watching these games, you just want to play more and more and more, and you just want to be there because you feel you deserve to be there. But it's not happening, and then you kind of get frustrated on yourself. But at least myself, I try to use this as a good energy to put in the work when you practice or when I'm watching something, to have this intense thing. And yeah, we will prove ourselves, like just for us. But yeah, I think it's actually a crazy thing, Yeah, but it happened.
So now now your team, Chucky, Americo, have a choice to make. Are you going to stay in North America to make sure you're ready to be in town for the major? Are you going back to Brazil for a boot camp? Are you going to Europe for a boot camp? Has there been any discussion of, if we're going to the major, what are we going to do for the major to be ready for it?
We'll stay here in North America. Yeah. Going to the major is what day? How much time?
I think 12 days at the day. 12 days or so at the time of recording, but it's soon. It's really soon.
Yeah, so the major is really soon, and we'll prepare ourselves to stay here, and yeah, we will just enjoy the moment, but we really want to, be there and prove that we deserve to be there, and keep improving every day, because we have more things to improve. Today, unfortunately, we couldn't win, and yesterday we played against Vitality. They played better than us. And I think I feel that if we keep improving, we will get this step up and can really win with advantage or dominate some team, because that's what we really want, and keep improving to one time win a tournament, and that's it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, that is Dumau from Legacy, and it sounds like their season might not be over yet. Thank you so much for your time.